All right, Coach. First opened in 1999. There's a good look at First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. It's like a freight train. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Mike, 55.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. A big run by the big man Fournette, 43 yards. They had trouble stopping the run last week in a loss, and here it rears its ugly head early.
You're supposed to try and get your confidence going after a loss like that where you gave up big yards. Running the football. This is not the way to go about it. It looks exactly as it did just a week ago.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Carr. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it. Shoot.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Big hit. SOS. Check 43.
They'll try the right side this time here with Gordon. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down.
Watch 7. Good. Front set. Shit. Will. 26. Check 26.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Flexing his muscle at the 30. And all the way to the opposite 49-yard line. A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. 48 yards on the ground. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
93. Hey, orbit.
Shotgun now for Carr. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. Give him 17 at a Cincinnati 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. The carry here for the big tight end. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Down. Wide 8. 3 bud. 1. Later 1. Check 55.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Throwing his car on 3rd down. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Josh Allen drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. On now, Graham Gano. He's hit from 63 as recently as last year. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And, Charles, when you start talking about NFL kickers that have hit from 62 or further, it's a pretty short list, isn't it?
That it is, but how about the trust by a head coach to even let your kicker try from that range? That's really showing a lot of faith that he can get the job done.
Yeah, faith and guts. The Browns drive about to get started. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of the game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They said there was a lot of discussion in their defensive team meeting room after last week's performance. They had 7 sacks. Something in the water. There's one in the first quarter.
A lot of discussion, a lot of excitement because now everyone wants to get involved with this. Who's going to continue that process? Who's going to get to the quarterback this week? But they have to be careful. When you have that much pressure, they want to use it against you. Draws, screens, those types of plays.
Let's see if they do that. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. This one complete to Christian Kirk. That one good for 24 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say, we're going to build from the end.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings them up 2nd and 10. Now Leonard Fournette, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. Throwing now is Carr. That'll be complete to Cook. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the 1st. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. We know that Gano has that big leg. He had the longest made field goal in the NFL last year, 63 yards to beat the Giants in Week 4. That was the longest game winner in NFL history, and he converts from long here again. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. A huge play there on the screen pass. 69 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
All day, just like that. Just like that. Check. 55 to Mike. Check.
On second and goal, Haskins to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's third and goal.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Echo. Mike's 5-4. Here we go. Nice throw. Travel. Zoom. Yeah. Staying open.
And that'll set them back 5. How crucial will those 5 yards be? We'll see as they come up again here, third and goal.
Let's put that team on the block. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. 54. I got it. Check 9. You go tight. You got tight right there. That's it. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 50. Mike 54. There we go.
On third and goal, Haskins gets it to Gordon. Gordon loses the football. It's loose. And the Bengals grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Mike, 50. Hey, I-7.
So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. Deep ball for Goodwin. He's got a man, complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he gets it up to the 46. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10. They'll toss it to Fournette. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. So now third and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now Carr. He'll rifle this one deep right. That's caught inside the 20. Call that a gain of 38. A big march forward on the third down conversion. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way, oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Check 50.
On first down, Vaughn. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line that hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now Carr. This is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A pickup of 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Gano the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. The Browns drive about to get started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Melvin Gordon. His first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts this lead down to 13. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
694.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Carr. And this is incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And it's 3rd and short. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Defense wins championships, baby.
Slam, slam, slam.
They'll run with Fournette, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This is just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will swell the lead to 16. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Cleveland offense ready to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. 2nd down, Haskins. Going deep here for Stills. And got his man complete. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
The Bengals drive about to get going. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
Let's go. 29. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 50. Hey, Alpha. Yeah. All day, every day, any day.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Carr. And he fires one incomplete. He was trying to get it to Michael Crabtree there. And it's 3rd down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it.
Hey, Team 6. Team 6.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Oh, yeah. He won. Later won. Here we go again.
To throw on 3rd down. Carr. Goodwin able to haul it in. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. Man open, it's Goodwin. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another first down. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. Carr now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Mike 54.
Again, it's Carr. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
54 is Mike. 54 to go.
Final play of the half. It's Haskins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And a great return. Solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Nick Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Mike 55. Right there in the middle. 55. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
Now Haskins to throw it. And this is caught by Watkins. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
54. Hey, here we go. Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4. Shut up.
On 3rd down, Haskins. And he finds Stills, complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 right at the 40. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And Stills bringing it in. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Haskins going to throw again. And that'll That'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up.
Throwing again, here's Haskins. He's got his tight end Fant.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It's now third down and 9 yards to go.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. Third down, here's Haskins. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Sammy Watkins, his second touchdown on the season. And the Browns get a score closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think, at any moment, I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done any. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. They do go for it. It's Carr. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way.
He's coming. Double over. He's coming. Double up.
On first down, it's Haskins. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. Kenny Stills, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
There defensively.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Everyone, you got 4. 4 to check.
2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. Open man is Kirk, complete. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
It's a gain of 20. Complete to Christian Kirk. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Pull it together. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Check the backer, check the backer. Check 24, check 24. Check 99.
Now Gordon, and he takes this one in for a Brown score. Melvin Gordon with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys are back within a single score. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. On first and 10, here's Carr. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Throwing his Carr on third down. He finds an opening past the 40. Throwing right, and that's complete. A big 30-yard play on third.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Throwing now is Carr. He's going to look deep down the field. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jakeem Grant, his first touchdown of the new season. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken. Taking a knee as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw again on second down. Haskins going deep here for Watkins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Hey, watch that,
To throw on third down. Haskins. It's complete. Stills. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Haskins to throw. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Move. 3 down, 3 down.
Now Haskins on 1st down. And his throw here's incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Haskins. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Bengals 16-yard line.
From the 16, Haskins. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Noah Fant, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At the 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Things sure were looking good for them at the half. Heck, off the air, you and I were just saying they might run away with this thing and cruise to a victory. Not anymore.
Yeah, the cruise control has to be off at this point. Now you've got to mash the gas yourself. Again, who's going to step up and make a big play for you? Who's going to take care of business now that you're being pressed? It is definitely go time for them at this moment.
All of a sudden clinging to a slim lead and hoping to hold on to that lead. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's going to be a long...
They'll run it again with Fournette. It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. The Bengals on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Carr to throw. And he finds Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker.
Kill.
Fournette, a first down carry. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Alert three.
On second down now. It's Vaughn, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Fournette. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Leonard Fournette, his second touchdown on the season. Well, the Bengals, they widen their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Watch out. Check. Lucky. SOS.
2nd and 10 now. Haskins over the middle. He's got Watkins. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Throwing now. Haskins on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack. Throwing on 2nd and long. Haskins, he's got his big tight end, Fant. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Here we go. Check 43. Shit. Echo.
They'll try and throw forward with Haskins. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense will take over right at midfield. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
93. Hey,
you.
From midfield, here's Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10.
734.
Carr going to throw here. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 10 yards there and a Bengal first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Fournette running right. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Hey, 734.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And Fournette trying to power his way forward, but I don't think he got there. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Cincinnati, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.